Remember 7 months ago when Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, said that he would donate $10 billion to fight climate change? And everyone was like, yay, we did it, we won the climate. And I was like, whoa, hold on, everybody. Firstly, $10 billion is a tiny fraction of his wealth, and it leaves him with well over $100 billion to his name, so it's really not that big a deal for him. And $10 billion doesn't actually go that far towards solving the climate crisis, but philanthropy like this disproportionately benefits the rich, like Jeff Bezos. But none of that even matters, because while Jeff Bezos said that he would start issuing grants by the summer of 2020, it's now fall, and there hasn't been a single grant issued yet, so it doesn't matter. Now look, I could make an entire series of videos about why you should hate Amazon because of how they violate human rights or do the most blatant greenwashing, or they fund climate denial groups, or the fact that their entire business model is based on unsustainable consumer culture. But let's talk about what we can actually do about this. Now, I used to think that the solution was just to stop buying stuff off of Amazon, and I haven't really been doing that. I've only bought one thing from them all year, and it was hair scissors because, well, this is the end times. But then I realized that, hey, I listen to hundreds of audiobooks, and a lot of them are from Audible, which is a company owned by Amazon. So I had to switch from Amazon, and I switched to libro.fm, which I've been loving. A link in the description for that. But then I also realized that even companies like Goodreads, which I use to list books about climate change to make recommendations to people like you, Goodreads is also owned by Amazon, and I can't get books from Abe Books either, or I can't watch Amazon Prime, or use an Amazon Alexa, or use Ring Security, or watch videos on Twitch, or find movies on IMDb, or, well, use 34% of the internet, because a third of the internet is hosted on Amazon web servers, and you can't even go and get your groceries at places like Whole Foods Market. And that is not an exhaustive list. Amazon owns another 30 companies that I didn't even name. So it's not at all feasible to boycott Amazon, and that's okay, because frankly, the issue is not Amazon. The issue is that our current system allows for power to become super concentrated into just a few corporations and a few individuals. That's the problem. Right now, there's just a few companies that own the vast majority of the internet. Amazon, Facebook, and Google, now Alphabet. And as Mark Zuckerberg puts it, these companies are so big that they operate more like governments than they do like companies. But it doesn't have to be that way. In her book, Break 'em Up, Zephyr Teachout writes that a well-organized strategic boycott is a powerful tool, but the degree to which the left has internalized ethical consumerism is frankly dangerous. Let's say you hear about Facebook accepting payment to run ads that are full of lies. You might think that your job is to stop using Facebook, to just delete your Facebook account. But really, your job is to contact your Congress member and demand that they make social media companies accountable, that they hold them liable for paid lies. And that will affect not just Facebook, but all social media companies. And those are the sorts of solutions that actually work. When we let companies like Amazon grow to the size that they are, they have so much power that not only does it become impossible for small businesses to compete with them, but that amount of power actually undermines our democracy. These companies spend billions of dollars every single year lobbying for politicians to basically make the rules for them. In fact, monopolies are so dangerous to democracy that we already have antitrust laws to prevent them from getting too big and to break them apart when they do. And what we need to do as citizens of a democracy is to get our politicians to write, rewrite, and enforce those antitrust laws to break up big corporations like Amazon. I sort of feel sometimes like we've forgotten what it means to live in a democracy. We have more options available to us than just our consumer choices. But we have to act on those options. If you want to learn more about all of this, I recommend reading the book Break 'em Up. It has a blueprint for how we can organize against this sort of monopoly power. So go pick it up. The author doesn't even mind if you get it on Amazon, but I'd recommend that if you want to listen to it, you can get it on libro.fm. I have a referral link to it in the description. Not only are they not owned by Amazon, but when you buy books through them, it supports local bookstores They're an ethical company with a great app. Referral link in the description. You can use it to get a free book, and it will help me get books, which I would appreciate. And thank you so much for watching.